Hello everyone. Today let's talk about the way we get the news. It is important for us to update the news every day, but I think the thing is, how do we get the news? Today let's talk about it. Social media now top source of news in US. Social media is now the main source of news for people in the US, having overtaken television. This is according to the Reuters Institute's Digital News Report 2025, which looks at how people around the world consume news. The global survey found that 54% of Americans get news from platforms like X, Facebook, and YouTube. This makes social media the country's top source of news, ahead of television, which was named as a news source by 50% of Americans. Social media is also ahead of news websites and apps, which 48% of Americans said they get their news from. The report also seems to confirm the rise of the news influencer, as audiences choose social media personalities over traditional journalists and reporters. For example, almost one-fifth of those surveyed said they had come across podcaster and comedian Joe Rogan talking about the news in the previous week. Another 14% of said they had seen news and commentary by Tucker Carlson, and the same number named Megyn Kelly, both of whom used to work in television news before moving to social media platforms. The research also noted that some politicians have been bypassing mainstream media to give interviews to online influencers, with populist politicians increasingly choosing to sit with social media personalities who are more likely to agree with them and less likely to ask difficult questions. The US isn't alone in this trend. The report also cited social media news influencers are finding large audiences in India, Brazil, Indonesia, and Thailand. All of these countries have younger populations who are generally more active on social media. Okay, that's all for today's topic. I think from the topic we can say that in the US, people get the news most from the social platforms like X, YouTube, and Facebook. They are all social platforms. I think social platforms are now increasingly influencing the people's lives, all aspects of lives, from the way we get the news and also the way we are living. So I think it is very vital for us. Okay, that's all for today's topic.